So this is Mario Kart Double Dash. You may be familiar with it. Oddly enough, I'm noticing that it's like trying to present itself in that's weird. I wasn't expecting that. Double Dash, are you trying to be in widescreen? Because this is way too wide on my end. It looks like it's slightly stretched. It's fine for you guys, but like for me, it looks off. Why are you so wide, Double Dash? Whatever. I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to play the game. So this is a fresh file. Because, why not? Fresh file. So, we're gonna pick... There's some good options here, but we're gonna go with this. Oh, damn, you don't unlock the Luigi cart right away. Okay. That'll be a little annoying. I think you unlock it pretty quick, though. Like, I think you might even just only need to win, like, 1 cup or something. Like, not certain of that, but... that might complicate things a little, because I almost exclusively only play with the Luigi cart. And you do not get that at the start. For some reason, I thought you did. For some reason, I thought that's how that went. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll see how it goes, because this is not my preferred cart. This is not kosher. Also, probably this game is way too quiet. We'll know when we get in the actual race. Yeah, I think this is one of these games where we're gonna have to jack up the volume, like, to max. Yeah, it's definitely one of the more quiet GameCube games. Off to a good start. So yeah, I've played this game a lot. I played it against people a lot as well. A lot of family members. Many hours with family members and some other people sometimes. Damn it. Okay, so what we get? Bomb. Okay. Thought I was outside the radius, but alas. You know, as per Mario Kart, there's always going to be a degree of bullshit. That's just part of the Mario Kart experience. Damn it, missed it. So the reason I chose not Birdo, even though they are the same character basically. I chose Yoshi and Bowser Jr. is because Yoshi can get the eggs. The eggs are good. And the Bowser shells are good because of what was just demonstrated on my own character there. And because of stuff like that. The Bowser shells are a good bullshit thing to pull out. And I can see the audio for this game is a little bit all over the place. I might have to bump it down a little bit. It was getting a little too loud there at points. But yeah, I like this game. I like Double Dash a lot. It's probably my favorite Mario Kart. Probably. I've played a lot of them. Not literally every Mario Kart, but I've played a good chunk of them. Unfortunately, drifting is not nearly as intuitive for me because I'm not using Luigi's cart, and this is a little bit weirder. I like Mario Kart 8 quite a bit. Damn. Fuck. Damn. Fuck. Completely fucked all that. I'm getting fucked over right now. This needs to cease. Yeah, things will hopefully go slightly more smoothly once I get my hands on the Luigi cart. I hope it's not a pain in the ass to unlock, because that's like one of my concerns. Is that maybe it's too hyper-specific on what you have to do to unlock it. I might have to do, like, extra content or something, or do something stupid that I don't want to do in order to get it. I might even have to just look it up, in case I don't just get it, like, right away or something. Alright, that went okay. I never managed to use the land stuff, but yeah, this is one of the very small number of GameCube games that actually use the Ethernet adapter. So yeah, you can actually do like a big full game of everybody all at once, which would be crazy. And you could basically do that with the online, like online functionalities with Dolphin. Baby Park, a real classic. So Baby Park is an interesting one. Baby Park was introduced in Double Dash. It's a Double Dash original. Baby Park is probably one of the most evil and bullshit tracks in the entire fucking franchise of Mario Kart. It is a hellspawn of a track. And the thing that's pretty fascinating about Baby Park is that it can really just swing either way for you. Because, like, you can lose a massive amount of points in a cup just because of fucking Baby Park. So, it really do be like that. Bowser shells are OP as fuck as well for Baby Park. Basically, as demonstrated by what I just did. Hit like 1 million people. But yeah, it's really easy to lose your lead in, like, Baby Park. Like, comically so. Even though I'm doing alright right now, I very well may not be in a minute or less. Because of what's happening right now, see? See, I just got fucked over. See? Got completely fucked over. The game basically cheated. If nothing else, this game is extremely good at cheating you on Baby Park. Love a good old dry desert. What's funny, though, is if I had the Luigi cart, I would have higher top speed. And that probably would have made me win that. Damn it, I missed the Starman. Of course, the Yoshi egg had to hit in a weird way. Well, people are having a good day. Missed item boxes. It's not the end of the world. So that was good. So that's one of the reasons why I like having Yoshi or Birdo. Fuck! That was fucked. I may as well have just lost all the stuff I just gained from that. That was kind of satanic. But that's one of the reasons I like it, is because sometimes you get really lucky and you get away with stuff like that. Other than the catastrophe that occurred shortly thereafter. Oh my god. I nearly lost. This game sometimes can be extremely fucking mean, and it's certainly trying to be. But I won the cup. This game's doing its best, chat. I'll let you see this award ceremony one time. Otherwise, I always skip it. You get to watch all the sunshine freaks, the pinata peoples. I don't even know what this is going to unlock, if anything. I'm probably, like I said, just gonna have to look this up. This award ceremony goes on for 500 years. While that's doing that, I'm gonna look this up. Okay, I guess it already finished, but whatever. Need to figure this out. Well, that's annoying. So I have to do the Mushroom Cup again, chat, but on 50cc to unlock Luigi's Kart. I'm probably not going to do the rest of these cups unless I have Luigi's Kart. Does it really have to specifically be 50cc though? Can't I just like carry over the rewards? Oh my god, takes so long to select this. Is it better going the other way, maybe? There we go. Yeah, oh my god, the unlocks are literally that specific? Oh, that's terrible. Well, guess we're doing 50cc then. Doing the exact same cup again. Yeah, that's rancid. I don't know what they were thinking with that. They should have made it retroactive. Fucking awful. Hi, Riley. But yeah, to roll credits in this game, you just have to beat, like, the special cup. And to unlock the special cup, you have to have cleared, I believe, 150cc on each cup. I'm not certain of that specific qualification, but it's not something that's difficult for me to do. But I want my fucking Luigi card, so we're doing this again at 50cc. Which will be boring as hell, and look how slow I am. But, you know, what are you gonna do, right? Like, I'm not used to playing the game at 50cc. This is weird. This feels strange. I don't know why the unlocks are so damn specific in this. You gotta go real slow, evidently. Yeah. I am not doing a mirror mode. I don't really care for mirror mode. I've done it before, but, like, I'm not a huge fan of mirror. It's kind of not really much of a point to it. But no, I'm just going for the basic stuff here. But first I want to get my Luigi card before I do the rest of the game. Which is unfortunately kind of tedious and boring to do, but, you know, these things happen. Well, if nothing else, it gives people more time with Mario Kart. Yeah, I played this game a shitload back in the day. But my main cart most of the time is the Luigi cart, and if it isn't that, my other main cart is the one with the 2 pipes that's like silver, and I think you have to do a bunch of stuff to unlock that. Like, I don't think that's necessarily easy to unlock. But I might do an all cup afterwards, even though it's not necessary. I might do it just for the heck of it, for fun. Because the thing is that outside of this bizarre unlock requirement to get the Luigi cart, I basically would have been done this in an hour or less. Because I typically, at least when I'm playing well enough, I typically average around an hour-ish or a little less than an hour to do an all cup. Like, just do every track. The additional chapters I've not completed myself. I don't think it was out of difficulty, but because it required me to do a bunch of extra C-side or B-side stuff in Celeste. And those were updates that were well after the fact. At some point, I would like to 100% Celeste. I'm sure that's well within my power to do so. I just haven't gotten around to it yet because there's so many video games. But it's one of those things I think about. It's like, that would be nice to do. But yeah, I've cleared mirror mode multiple times in the past. Like, I've done almost everything there is to do in this game at one point or another. Mind you, a lot of it was when the game was newer. But, you know, I still played this game on and off quite a lot over the many years it's been out.
My vision is augmented.
It is, huh? It's pretty impressive. I even played the weird modes. Like, I played 2 players, 1 cart. I've done that a bunch of times. Welcome in, Baxter Crook and Rhubarb Gatorade. But yeah, this game's great. It's a lot of fun, and it's unique. Like, it's kind of like the weirder Mario Kart. Probably the worst thing about this game is that it introduced Baby Park. That's, like, probably its greatest sin. Some people love Baby Park, though, because it's so evil. People have different opinions about Baby Park. So yeah, you can either be a Baby Park enjoyer or a Baby Park hater. Fuck. At least allegedly with 50cc, this should be pretty baby. Oh, god damn it, that was mine, you little stupid baby. Stealing my Starman. That's what you get. Oh, I missed it. Pretty hard turn. Fuck off. Why is that baby being so annoying? I'm like lapping that baby. Why is this baby gotta stay in my way? Get out of my way, babies. I don't want you here. Seriously? Freaking Baby Park, I swear. I swear, Chad. Fucking Baby Park. At least this is still easy because it's fucking 50cc, but they really didn't want me to get that Starman at any costs. Like, they really didn't want me to take that Starman. They're letting me have this one, though. Yep, Baby Park's just an oval. I know that, Riley. We were literally just talking about it. Yes, we are aware. But yeah, never had the opportunity because it's such a bizarre thing, like a lot of requirements to get that many players and everyone having the same stuff. Yeah, 50cc is weird. I don't like playing on 50cc. This is strange. Everything's so slow. Nothing feels right. It all feels off. And that's why I like the eggs, because it's one of the few ways you can sometimes just get a Starman in first place. It's pretty cool. I recommend it. There's other good options too. Even just having the Koopas, like dual Koopas, is also a pretty good choice. The only problem with the dual Koopas though is that you're stuck with the light carts, like the small baby tiny carts, right? And the small baby tiny carts are not what I would say are super optimal. They're definitely not what you would want to get under most circumstances, because you get pushed around by everything and it makes things more bullshit. More opportunity for you to just get completely destroyed by random fucking BS. Like, you already have a lot of, like, you know, luck involved with Mario Kart, so when you're playing a light kart, you're just exasperating the issue. So the benefits of a light kart are pretty minimal. It's usually not worth it. They are easier to drive, depending on your, skill level. But, it's really just too much of a hassle. Well, at least we did our homework, so this should, unless the information on the internet is wrong, this should unlock Luigi Kart, and then I can get on with my life. It did. Okay, good. Alright, my homework's done. Yeah, so this one has a little less weight. It has less acceleration, but it has 4 speed rating. So it's faster. And it actually turns pretty well, especially once you get used to its idiosyncrasies. It's one of the better karts in the game, in my opinion. So now we're doing Flower Cup. You're seeing different tracks. Hooray. Mushroom Bridge. It exists. It's cool enough. Mushroom Bridge has some weirdness to it. But at least now I'm playing the kart that God intended. And I'm playing on 150cc again, so everything will be evil, like God intended. Yeah, he's just gonna take that. And mini turbos are great for dodging red shells, by the way. It's another thing that's nice about them, but timing it is not always easy. Yeah, no longer in that metaphorical baby park, it's true. Gosh, it's so much easier doing the mini turbos with this kart. I'm not sure what it is. maybe it's just muscle memory, but I was not even remotely able to do them this well with the Mario Kart, like the normal one I was using before. Very interesting. Riley, are you just copy-pasting stuff from the GC Forever wiki? Or some other wiki? Okay. Because I'm just seeing a lot of walls of text, and I'm like... that's where that energy comes from. It's just that big walls of text is not conducive for Twitch chat. Like, I kind of prefer people don't, unless there's a really good reason. That's kind of just my own preferences, because I don't know, it's just harder to keep up with chat when people put big walls of text. Larger messages are more well suited to other, like, mediums. Like, you know, Discord and stuff like that. Especially, you know, when I'm racing. Because I guess, basically, another way of putting it, right? When there's large walls of text and I'm, say, playing, like, you know, a game like this where I can't look at chat that often. Like, I kind of have to very quickly glance at chat. You know? It's harder to keep up with chat or read certain messages if they're too long. So, like, you know, essentially what usually ends up happening is when the messages are too long, I just don't read them. Or I very, very quickly skim them. That was a bad turn. So it usually just ends up that I just don't read it. Because I just don't have the time. And I don't know, like, my personal preferences as a streamer is I don't like stopping everything I'm doing to read a message. Unless it's, like, actually, like, super fucking important. That's usually, how I operate. Yeah. Like, again, I wouldn't take it personally. I'm just describing kind of that sort of situation as a streamer. Because, like, even as a viewer for myself, I am not a fan of streamers. Like, again, this is a personal preference, but when I watch a streamer, I really don't like it when streamers, like, stop everything they're doing for the stream to read out loud or whatever the message that's being said. When it's, like, really long and stuff. Because there's a lot of streamers that do that. And there's even some streamers... Dan, I got fucked over by my own shell there. There's a lot of streamers that even like otherwise. But there's a decent number of streamers who do that, and it drives me up the wall because it completely slows down everything with the stream because they stop what they're doing, they read the entire thing out loud, and it's like... I guarantee you that they probably spend at least half of their stream doing that and not playing the video game. And for me as a viewer, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, let's move on. You know? So I think that's kind of where my mind comes in from with those sorts of things. Even from a viewer perspective. So, like, I try to, you know, be the stream that I would want to watch as a viewer when it comes to that sort of thing. So that's kind of why the longer messages like that are not something I'm a big fan of. Man, Dan. Okay, Bowser's shell kind of bailed me out there. It was risky, but That's one thing about this track in particular, is that if you fall behind... If you, like, fall behind or get in, like, the chaos, you get really punished on this track. Like, hardcore punished. Because everything gets so close together in some of these sections, so it's really hard to avoid the shit in the track. And all the crap going on. Oh, thank you, Lightning. Robbed me of an item. Could have been worse, I suppose. You know, what's funny about this track, too, is that there's that, like, quote-unquote shortcut on the bottom if you drop down, but it actually just wastes time. Like, believe it or not, that actually just wastes time. Like, it's a trap. I don't know why that's there. Like, you know, in theory, I guess you're avoiding stuff on the track if you go that way, and there's, you know, one area could be more cluttered than the other. But, you know. So this is another track that's one of the harder ones in the game. Oh, missed my boost. Missed my boost because I was kind of trying to clear my throat and I was muting my mic, and that cost me my boost. I'll be okay, I think. Yeah, this is a delightful little time. A nice little break from Call of Duty, which I still have to finish. I think the only, like, one of the things that makes this track a bit harder is that it has all these, like, speed bumps, essentially. A lot of speed bumps. Well, I'm almost done, Navjack. And I'm trying to be honest with some of these games. Because there have been some games that arguably I shouldn't have fucking bailed out of in the way that I did. Like the Top Gun game, you could say I should have kept pushing. But the fuck. That happens sometimes. Fuck. Oh, I'm getting fucked over hardcore now. At least I still have time to recover, but I got fucked. The Top Gun game, though, the problem with that one is that while I'm sure with enough persistence I could have done okay, I knew that it would just take an extremely long time, and there would have been, like, no differences in gameplay or anything would have changed if I had continued with Top Gun the way it, you know? So, you know. Anyway, dog's just barking up a storm at the moment. Fun times. I don't think I'm catching up, chat. I think the game has seen fit that I have to be placing low here. I wonder if that means I lose the cup, because I'm going to lose a lot of points. Because the way that this game works is it has a rival system, and the same people always get the same placements almost every time. Like, AI-wise. Like, they are almost always the same fucking people. So I might have actually gotten fucked over enough on this track that I lose the cup. But this is a really shit placement. Like, that was heinously terrible luck. So now I'm tied. Does that count as a win? No music. Odd. I guess that counts. Okay. Turbo Birdo. Why is it? I guess it's because I selected Yoshi first. That's why it does that. Like, it doesn't save your cart placement. Hey, Hydrogen. Yeah, I had to go out of my way to unlock it. It was annoying. I don't know why the game doesn't have retroactive unlocks for the CCs. I like this track. This track is pretty fun, and it's got a good visual style to it. Sometimes that happens, though. And I lost my lead. So I see Wario and Daisy are going to be my tormentors for this particular cup, huh? Try to avoid that banana. Fuck. Fuck. Man, give me any amount of time to react to that. I also got 6 hours of sleep today, so I might be slightly more grumpy. In addition to the fact that I've been having nothing but bombardments of bizarre, unacceptable technical issues for the past week. Like, even getting this game up and running was a fucking nightmare. Like, an absolute fucking nightmare. Because I got, like, a bad dump, and the error it was giving me was, like, not the correct error for that. So it completely led me astray. The only reason I even knew that I had a bad dump of the game was I looked on Reddit, searched the specific game on a subreddit, and somebody mentioned that they couldn't get the game to boot off of GC Loader and Swiss. And saying they were getting that error, and then a comment said that maybe you got a bad dump. And so clearly that person got the same bad dump I did. And that's kind of what tipped me off as to what that might have been. And that ended up being the case. That was the problem. It took me only over an hour to figure that out. Fucking nightmare shit, man. What the fuck? What was that? I hate it when they do that, by the way, where they, like, almost bait you, really, almost bait you into thinking they're gonna take an item box in this direction, and they immediately go the other way. Classic thing that this game does with the AI shit. Very typical. Hi, I'm Daisy. Her favorite catchphrase. Everybody enjoys it. Fuck, when Daisy says her favorite catchphrase. Can you chill out, game? I already hit a car. You don't need to do this. Mario Kart 64 is a game I'd have no nostalgia for, so when I went and played it, even back when it was on the Wii Virtual Console, I kind of thought it was shit. It kind of just felt like it was very antiquated and outdated. I think I might lose. I'm so close to losing this. Oh, there we go, we got it. Yeah, so, like, Mario Kart 64 wasn't something I really, like, learned a lot about, because it's a game that I really tried to see if I could enjoy, and I was like, man, I'm just not into this. And while I played the original Mario Kart on Super Nintendo a pretty good amount, it's not one that I would even want to really go back to personally, because I know what that game is. Like, I remember it well enough. And I'm like, man, as much as I respect your, you know, the classics and going back to your roots, etc., etc., the original Mario Kart is really rough going. And I feel like Mario Kart 64 is... Seriously? Man, I hate it when that happens. So if you ever wonder why, like, sometimes you throw, like, a red shell or whatever behind you to block a green shell, or whatever shell, right? Doesn't matter which one. If you ever wonder, like, why the fuck did it not work? It's because sometimes they bounce. Sometimes your shell that you throw behind, or the shell they threw at you, will actually bounce in this game, and it will, like, go over it or underneath it. And then you get punished for it. So, like, sometimes it's just completely out of your control on blocking, like, a red shell. And it's absolutely infuriating. Damn it! Try to avoid it. Not having the best of luck today. That is Mario Kart for you. Tasmuth. Yeah, I feel like Mario Kart 64 is definitely a notable step up from Super Mario Kart, but it still has like a lot of that like jankness to it. That Double Dash did a lot to kind of like eradicate. But I know that some people weren't a huge fan of Double Dash just because like Double Dash, man, they are really trying. They are really trying. Oh my god. I fucking missed my item box. That could cost me. Jesus. We're fighting for my life on that track. Yeah, no, I love this game. I think Double Dash is great. Probably my favorite Mario Kart. I really do like Mario Kart 8 quite a lot, but I haven't played it nearly as much as I have this because I just don't really have people to play with a lot of the time for 8. And I used to play a ton with people with Double Dash back when this was newer, so I think I just have more fonder memories of Double Dash than anything else because just I played it way more, played it with more people. It was just a better time because of that. But I think probably otherwise, I would say that Mario Kart 8 is probably like a more technically well put together game than Double Dash is. Outside of like, you know, the unique mechanic that Double Dash has of, you know, the two characters, one cart thing that they never revisited. That's like one of the things that has it stand out a bit more as a unique entry. Wow, that was some heinous luck. Chat, you have no idea how fucking rare it is to get hit by the boulder in that way. That, like, almost never happens. Oh, fuck off. This is probably, other than getting my ass completely destroyed by this game right now, other than what's happening in this race, this is probably my favorite track from Double Dash. DK Mountain is a pretty great track. It's pretty awesome. Like, I have a lot of fun with this one. How? Why is this happening to me? I am getting completely fucking... Jesus. Holy fucking shit. The stuff happening to me on this race is just freaking war crime shit. Yeah, over the past handful of months, there were breakthroughs with broadband adapter solutions. And that does make that kind of thing more accessible for sure. It's still kind of a niche thing though, because again, you would still need people who have enough GameCubes and then the adapters of any kind. Okay, I got this. I'm secured. Wow, I managed to bounce back. I honestly wasn't sure if I was going to be able to. Fucking crazy. Was that a perfect score? I guess it was. Yeah, I think I got first each time for that cup. Barrel train. I think this might be the fastest light cart in the game. Horrible to control though, like terrible steering. So, I didn't unlock the other cup. I guess the game's being arbitrary and annoying again about its unlock, so now I have to go and look at that too. So evidently that wasn't good enough, chat. Evidently, you gotta do something hyper-specific to unlock the next cup. So now, because the game decided to be this way, I have to go find out what it is. So to unlock the special cup, I have to clear the literal cup I just did on 100cc. Yeah, this is like, if nothing else, this is the worst part of the game. Because this is a part of the game I've never really had to engage with at all. Because I always had like a clear, complete file, because when I did all this, it was when the game came out, so I just didn't even think anything of it at all, you know? So that's kind of frustrating. I've had to do the same cups twice in a row now. Like, okay, the thing you just did, do it again. At least there's a lot of good stuff in the Star Cup, but good lord. That is definitely the biggest problem that this game has that I'm learning about, is just no retroactive unlocks for ungodly, stupid reason, I guess. As it's part of the Mario Kart Double Dash experience. It's why I like doing fresh files on games, right? Not that I have my old saves anyway. I lost them, unfortunately. Kind of a major sore point for me is that memory card just seems to be gone forever. Hey, Dan Highland. But yeah. So yeah, I guess you're getting even extra double dash today because the unlock requirements are bizarre. Man, that ice. Any IP? Damn, I missed the star, man. It's an interesting question. I'm not sure if anything comes to mind on, like, man, that needs to have a kart racer immediately. Other than my longing for Crash Team Racing to come back and not have a horrible predatory microtransaction system and also never get a PC release and also be segregated between Switch and PlayStation and not have any crossplay. Because I felt like the Crash Team Racing game, like the remake, was almost perfect as a video game. Because they did basically everything correct except for the parts of that I just described of where they ruined their own game. And then again, just didn't release it on PC. Basically, Activision got in the way of the game. Everything else about it was correct. But they decided to fuck up that one fundamental part of having the game be playable and have a healthy, like, player base and shit. And also, like, the unlock mill for it was absolutely heinous. It takes forever to unlock stuff in the Crash Team Racing remake because they want you to spend money to unlock the stuff instead. Yeah, I have that remake on the Switch, and because the unlock stuff is so steep on that and takes so long to do, like, I wouldn't have any desire to get it on the PlayStation because it would take so damn long to get everything again. Even though that would be the better version at this point. But yeah, I'm not really sure what kart racer I would want, because it's kind of like a, there's a lot of choices. That's bullshit. I don't even remember the bob-ombs even coming in like that turn. Like, there wasn't even any way around that. That was just awful. Either way, I'm not really under any notable threat of losing this at 100cc. At least I don't think so. Like, they're catching up a little bit, but nothing major. I guess maybe if the game just decides to blue shell me 3 times, then I might lose. But I wouldn't lose the cup. A Microsoft IP racer, I wouldn't be too interested in because it would be made by Microsoft and therefore it would be terrible. That's why I don't even consider that as an option. Yeah, I think... I think I'll be really simple about this one. And go for something a little broad. But I think that a kart racer I would be interested in that would probably still end up being predatory and done incorrectly, but I would be interested in, would be like a Kadokawa kart racer. Because Kadokawa owns, like, a massive amount of stuff. Kadokawa is basically like a Japanese media conglomerate. They own an immense amount of, like, Japanese properties. So, like, they own, like, a great deal of light novel properties. They own a great deal of video game properties. Like, for example, they own, like, the From Software stuff outside of Bloodborne. Sony owns Bloodborne. And there's already a Bloodborne kart anyway, as we know. But, like, they own Elden Ring. They own Dark Souls. And yes, they own, like, the majority of popular isekai, light novels and anime adaptations and stuff like that. Just because there's such a sheer quantity of characters you can pull from that conglomerate, I think that would be interesting. I think there would be a lot of potential there because there would be a lot of variety. You know, you would have your, you know, cute anime girls. Really? That should have been a dodge. Come on. You'd have your cute anime girls, and you'd have your dudes, and you would also have, like, other people that would otherwise be very out of place, like your Elden Ring stuff and all that. You know, have Melania as a fucking playable racer. That'd be funny as hell. You know? Stuff like that. How did that not hit? That's a fucking Bowser shell. What? Game, you're drunk. That's obscene. That should be illegal. If it didn't eat so much time up, I would literally watch the entire replay of that chat just to see what the fuck happened there. Because that seemed to be straight up illegal. I don't know how that red shell even managed to hit me. Like, I know that the Bowser shell, when you throw it, starts at a smaller size and then gets bigger. But that doesn't take very long, and it wasn't like the red shell was hitting me, was coming in contact with me that quickly. There was a bit of a delay on it, so I'm like, what the fuck? Mysterious ass fucking situation that was. Did it cost me the race or anything? No. I'm just fucking baffled mechanically as to how that occurred. Like, just completely confused. But yeah, so I think that would be my pick for a, kart racer. Because you would be able to get enough options out of that. And there are not enough, like, anime, you know, focused kart racing games. Like, yeah, like Hydrogen said, there are, like, the 2 Toho kart racers. They kind of, when I looked into them, though, they seem to be kind of, like, mechanically shit. Like, they seem to be really fucking broken and busted in ways that were not necessarily what I looked at as fun. And they don't really have an active player base anyway, to my understanding. That's kind of the problem with a lot of those, if you're trying to play with people. It's part of why, like, Mario Kart 8's been sort of the eternal kart racer, because everybody owns that game. It's kind of how that goes. So that's one of the times the Yoshi egg backfires on you, is you get a bomb ahead of you and you have to, like, try and avoid it if you can. So it can be a little bit of a gamble. Most people who've bought a Switch own Mario Kart 8. Like, statistically, most people do. It has, like, an obscenely, like, high attachment rate. I got it when I bought my Switch. I got it on a massive discount retail-wise because they were running a Mario Kart bundle at the time with buying a Switch. And this was like a couple years after the console had come out. So I got it like for a big discount. And because they were basically like, well, we're out of that bundle, but we'll just give you the same discount that you would be getting if you just buy the game separately. And I'm like, that's pretty fucking based. It's part of what makes retail, like physical retail stores, still important. That's why they still have importance, is because you can get deals like that. And it's not even necessarily, like, hard to get a deal like that. Like, it's not like that was haggled for or anything. It was just offered to me, you know? And that's something that's a little bit more normalized in a retail store that you physically go to. And you're never going to get that on a place like Amazon. I have not played Sega Super GT. I'm not sure which game that is offhand. Usually, if one has to ask if I have played a Sega game, the answer is probably no. I was not a Sega kid. I owned 0 Sega consoles. I borrowed a Sega Genesis over a summer from a friend once with like maybe 4 games. So it's not like I got a big exposure to the system at that time either, so. All right, so we finally have the special cup. Really making me work for it. This track's interesting. A lot of very mean things can occur on this track. But also, it's otherwise a pretty well-designed track. It's very drift, friendly. You can get a lot of boosts, stuff like that. But there are some parts of this that can get pretty brutal because you are in a more closed space on some sections of the track, so you can get RNG'd pretty hard sometimes. Thankfully, though, on a lot of these, like, these sections, the red shells don't hit you. I say as I immediately get hit by a red shell. But, you know, the other one before that didn't hit me. Damn, missed one. Yeah, I have a pretty low amount of experience with Sega games. Why are the blue shells, like, constant? This is disgusting. There's been, like, at least 3 blue shells, like, in the span of less than a minute. What is happening? It was on the best of turns. I think I knocked them off. I hope I did. Ugh. That red shell was really trying its best. Really? Yep, can't have that. Don't want me to have too much of a lead. That would be illegal. Alright, looks like I'm safe. Alright. It's also another weird one because it's only 2 laps. Most are 3, obviously. I have never played an arcade game in my life. Like, not like in person. That would have required having money. I grew up in, like, basically poverty through the times where arcades were more relevant. So, never was anything that was particularly pertinent. Hey, Manos, welcome in. So no, I missed out on all kinds of stuff. Lots of experiences and stuff when I was younger because of that. Like, I didn't even get, like, a PlayStation until, like, 1999 or 2000. Something like that. Like, I basically got it at the end of its life cycle. And I played like a handful of Super Nintendo games when I was playing games anyway, right? Like, that was basically what I did, is I played a small handful of Super Nintendo games and then, rented some on occasion. But it wasn't very often. So I didn't really have, a lot of the same experiences other people did. And, you know, a good number of the games, too, that I had were, like, terrible. I had, like, a handful of good ones, but, like, a lot of them were bad. Like, you know, Race Driving on Super Nintendo, Home Improvement, Bubsy 2, shit like that. But, you know, once I hit around, like, 10, 11 years old, money was more existent in the family. So I was able to get experiences then, at least, and get games newer when they came out. Yeah, I don't think I'm avoiding that. No. Okay, calm now. Calm down. It's a little rude. Blue shell anytime, I bet. Because I got a pretty significant lead at the moment. Alright, no blue shell. That's surprising. Considering how fucking rude this game has been today. I'm a little surprised it wasn't meaner. This is another track that I generally like. It's not perfect. There are some parts that can be a little bit obnoxious, but overall, it's a good time. One thing that damn, I almost hit the fire. It was close. One thing I'm definitely, like, lacking in practice on here is the mini turbos. But I kind of figured that would be, like, the thing that I would do less good at. Oh, seriously, I missed the mushroom? Damn, that should have been mine. That's a shame. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a very strange background when it comes to video games. It's part of what makes me interesting as a streamer, especially when I play retro stuff. It's like, yeah, I played retro stuff, but it was a very select pool of games. Fuck, seriously, that banana peel wasn't even, like, perceivable, dude. So a lot of stuff is still pretty new to me. Even though I've definitely gotten a lot more RPGs under my belt, over the years, like, I didn't even play an RPG until, like, probably, if I were to guess, like, 2001. Like, there was a large gap where I never played an RPG in my life. Just because, like, none of the games that I ever got were that. So, like, you know, I didn't even understand or conceive what that even was. And nobody at school even talked about them. So, like, you know, not that I recall, like, other than Pokemon. Other than Pokemon, nobody talked about any other RPGs at any of the schools I went to. Like, nobody mentioned Chrono Trigger. Nobody mentioned, like, Secret of Mana. Nobody mentioned, like, you know, any of these other games. The only ones people ever talked about were Pokemon. And even that, it was mostly the trading card game a lot of the time, and it wasn't even, like, the portable games, you know? It wasn't like the Game Boy games or anything. Home Improvement on Super Nintendo has its moments of funny and comedy, but it's an overall pretty miserable game. Rainbow Road, there it is, in all of its glory. But yeah, no, like, kids didn't talk about, like, Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, any Square or Enix stuff. Like, that was damn, missed my boost. That was completely just not even mentioned. Always Pokemon, 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 Pokemon. You know, I did, you know, play some of them, eventually. But I was definitely late to the party on that one. So Rainbow Road is a bit of a... There's not much to say about Rainbow Road that people don't already know. This is a very trolly track. It's got a lot of, like, built-in flaws for funnies, like putting Starmans in spots like that so that you can run off the track trying to get them. Or trying to maintain your absurd speed on sections of the track that are not designed for that. But they put them there anyway to bait you into falling for the trap and getting destroyed. I think the only carts that could take advantage of those would be the light carts, because they would have small enough turning and small enough, like, as a cart for a hitbox to maybe weave through some of those treacherous paths with the Starman, because they're just inherently slower carts to begin with. But aside from that, like, I don't think anybody else should probably even try to get those, unless you're just super lucky and they just happen to be in the exact center of the track or something. Which does happen sometimes. Sometimes that happens on Rainbow Road. It's very RNG. Very RNG heavy track. Fuck! And yeah, this is a bad spot to get hit by anything because you can just fly off the track. I had to basically put on the brakes hardcore there to not just fucking perish. Yeah, I guess nothing drops if you throw it there. Forgot about that. Should have thrown it up ahead here. Yeah. That's kind of how it goes. Home Improvement on Super Nintendo I got far in. I got to, like, the Dracula castle area. I don't know if I got super deep into it, but I definitely got into it. So I managed to get that far in the game. That's unfortunate. That kills my lead and might make me lose. Hopefully not the cup, but that really fucked me over. That's really unfortunate. I thought I could make that turn and... Nope. Seriously? Man, the odds of getting hit by a red shell on this fucking section of the track are so minuscule, and it happens 3 times? Fucking Rainbow Road. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm fucked now. I'm not recovering from this, I don't think. I'm gonna try and do this. See if I can make some headway with this. It's gonna be close to get first, but I think I'll still win the cup, but, like... Otherwise, I'm in dire straits here. That was close. Amazing. Still did it. I did know that. I did know it's called a Rainbow Road. So I guess that's a perfect score for this. Either way, I was gonna win, probably, because I had a big lead. But Jesus Christ, that was fucking bullshit. Well, okay. Did the thing. Amazing. And that's beating the game, right? That's credits. Did you know that this is a very fucking short game when you're at all good at it? There's not much to this. I don't even know, like, if you have to get 150cc to roll credits. But why play on anything else, right? Only for unlocks, I guess. But yeah, good old classic Rainbow Road. Yeah, this is a cool game. It's funny, even with me having to repeat 2 cups, because of the unlocks and stuff, it still was like only like an hour and 15 minutes to get to credits, basically. Like, I don't know if that's just because I'm a sicko and I've played this game too much, so I can go for some really fast times and also, like, win cups reliably. Not sure if that's the reason. Or if the game's just kind of like that and it's just sort of short. Like, if you're just going for the credit roll requirement. Could be both. Could be both. But yeah, I haven't played every Mario Kart, but I've played most of them to some amount. I played the DS one, I played the 3DS one a little bit. Those are the ones I played, like, the least of. I never played the Wii Mario Kart. That's, like, my one big gap, is I never played that one. I played enough of Mario Kart 64 to get the idea, and I even played the Super Circuit one on Game Boy Advance. Thanks for playing. So that's your Mario Kart Double Dash. At least as far as the VOD's concerned. What does that even get me? Okay, so it does unlock that. That's good. So yeah, that's Double Dash.